Now I'm in a relationship with you, and you're determining in your own mind whether I'm a body or not, based on what you want to be in yourself, and you cannot not demand an exchange of what you think you are with what you think I am. That's what we call a holy encounter, isn't it? That's called an association in which we've invited in the great transformer of perception to come and play his part in re-establishing a singularity of mind in Christ that undoes all your misery and pain and suffering, so that you can remember your Father's love. God's love for you dictates that you exist in perfect happiness and joy forever, eternally. Is that what you want? Yes or no? Is that what? And if you say yes, and it's easy to say yes, it's easy to say no. It's easy to say it, but if you mean it, that means that you're willing to go through that moment that is the transition moment from being what you thought you are to becoming who you are in the mind of God. That's all we're offering, isn't it? In this coming together, that's the one need that you have as a human being. It's the one need that every human being has in this fiction of space and time, is to awaken from the dream and to have the power and glory and light that you are restored to your awareness. And then the fiction disappears and you return to your unaltered state of being in the mind of God. And you only have to do it once. But when you do it, it's decided by you in your own mind, isn't it? Isn't it determined by you? No, it's not determined by some factors outside of yourself. It's determined by you, because you're the one that is doing this to yourself. Therefore, you must be the one to decide not to do this to yourself, and to accept instead the atonement. The atonement is simply the restoration of the true order of things in which you are whole and perfect, and you extend the wholeness and perfection of your mind to your brother in an act of charity, in an act of complete forgiveness. You offer your brother complete release from the hell that they made for themselves. Is that what you do? Is that what forgiveness is? That's what forgiveness is. Whether you nod your head or not, I'm very certain that's what forgiveness is, and I'm hoping that we can have some agreement on that. That's what forgiveness is. You offer complete release to your brother. But so that's the imperative. That's all we do. That's the only need that we have. That's what God is calling you to perform within our association, isn't it? Or any association. Because you've established a specialness in which you intend to die. And God is calling you and saying, why don't you take another look? Why don't you review your very fundamental ideas about the purpose of being here and your relationship? And perhaps you'd join the resurrection from the dreams of death and be, for a moment, my voice within the dream, whereby you can offer this atonement plan to your brother so that he can join you. You'll have a moment of bright happiness and light, and then this will be over. You will be healed, you'll be whole, you will remember that suffering of any kind is impossible, and you will wake up and go home. And you did. This is already accomplished. And you are remembering now, you are reviewing mentally, to use the phrase, what already occurred. Is that true or not? You cannot not be. If this is a fiction and a dream, it must be that you are reviewing it from the point at which the dream is over. And the dream is over. When was the dream over? The dream was over actually a long time ago. You're just still maintaining it, manufacturing it in your mind, and pretending that it is still here, and that you still can be a human being.